Your check engine light turns on. The mechanic says you need a new transmission. That's $3,000 to $5,000 gone. But they didn't tell you one thing. There's a reset that costs nothing, and it might fix everything. General Motors says reset must come first before any replacement, but most shops skip it completely. Why? They make money on parts, not resets. Modern cars have computers that learn over time. When that data gets messed up, your car acts broken, but the parts are fine. The computer just needs to relearn. Stay till the end. This reset could save you thousands. The hidden truth: resets. Are manufacturer required? Car makers require resets before replacing parts. It's written in their official bulletins, but most shops skip it completely. Why? Because resets make no money. Parts do. GM's bulletin says, reset first before any replacement. This covers millions of cars, but shops ignore these rules. Think of it like rebooting your phone before buying a new one. You reset the software first. Cars work the same way, but shops jump straight to expensive parts. So what exactly gets reset? And how does it save you thousands? Let's talk about transmissions. Transmission resets. The $4,000 fix that costs $0. Your transmission is shifting harshly. The shop says it's failing. Replacement cost? Up to $5,000. But GM's bulletin says something different. Low-mileage cars often need relearning, not new parts. The transmission computer learns your driving patterns over time. If that data gets lost, shifts feel rough. But the parts are fine. GM's official procedure takes just 30 minutes, and it costs nothing. It's called the Fast Learn Reset, but shops skip it because resets don't pay. Replacements do. So transmissions can relearn, but what about throttle bodies? They're another common reset problem. Throttle body resets. Why cleaning isn't enough. Your car stalls at red lights, or it revs high on startup. The shop says you need a new throttle body. That's $400 to $600 gone. But the real problem is simpler. The computer still thinks the throttle is dirty. It just needs a relearn procedure. After cleaning, the ECU uses old position data, so it sends wrong signals. And your car acts broken. The fix? Turn the key on, wait, turn it off. That's it. Completely free. But shops sell you new parts instead. Now here's a reset that affects your safety. Let's talk about steering angle sensors. Steering angle sensor resets the safety system shops. Forget. You get a wheel alignment done. Everything feels fine when you drive. But then warning lights pop up. Traction control and stability control are off. The shop says you need a new sensor. That's $300 to $500 more. But the real fix takes 5 minutes. The steering angle sensor just needs a reset. GM's bulletin says this reset is required after alignments. Without it, your safety system shut down. Stability control saves lives. It prevents crashes. But if shops skip the reset, it stops working. And they blame a faulty sensor instead. Now let's talk about tire pressure sensors. They have reset issues too. TPMS resets. Why your tire pressure? Light won't turn off. You rotated your tires last week. Now the tire pressure light won't turn off. The shop says you need new sensors. That's $50 to $100 per tire. But the sensors aren't broken. They just need to be relearned. After rotation, the car doesn't know which sensor is where. It's like pairing Bluetooth headphones again. Ford requires pressing the hazard button 6 times. GM needs a scan tool, but all cars need some procedure. If shops skip it, your light stays on. Then they sell you new sensors for nothing. Now let's bust the biggest myth of all. Check engine codes don't tell you what's broken. Check engine light myths codes don't diagnose parts. Your check engine light is on. The code says P0171, System 2 lean. The shop says replace the oxygen sensor. That's $200 to $400 right there. But that code has 12 different causes. The sensor might be completely fine. Codes show symptoms, not the actual problem. It's like having a fever at the doctor. A fever doesn't tell you what's wrong. You need real diagnosis first. But diagnosis takes time, and shops don't get paid for time. They get paid for parts, so they guess, and you pay. Now let's bust another big myth. Battery disconnects don't fix everything. Battery disconnect myths. What resets actually do. You disconnect the battery for 30 minutes. The check engine light turns off. Problem solved, right? Wrong. If the real issue exists, the light comes back. Usually within 10 to 100 miles. Battery disconnects don't fix broken parts. They just clear stored data. It's like turning off a smoke alarm during a fire. The alarm stops, but the fire keeps burning. Shops sometimes use this trick on purpose. They clear the light so you leave happy, then it comes back after the warranty ends, and they charge you again. Now let's talk about fuel trim resets. This one is critical. Fuel trim resets. When your car thinks it's broken. Your code says P0171, System 2 lean. The shop wants to replace your oxygen sensors, but those sensors are fine. The real problem was a vacuum leak. Your car's computer tried to adjust for it. It pushed fuel trim to the maximum limit, and when it couldn't fix the leak, codes appeared. It's like a thermostat cranking heat in a broken furnace. Maximum effort, but still not enough. Now here's the twist. You fix the leak, but the light stays on because the computer still uses old data. A simple reset clears it, but shops sell you new sensors instead. So how do you actually perform these resets? Let's break it down. DIY resets versus shop procedures. What you can do. Some resets are easy to do yourself. Battery disconnect costs nothing. Throttle body relearn is a simple key sequence. TPMS relearn might just need a short drive, but other resets need professional tools. Transmission fast learn requires a scan tool. Steering angle resets need special equipment too. Think of it like tech support. Restarting your router is easy, but firmware updates need a technician. Car resets work the same way. Here's the good news. Knowing about resets gives you power. You can ask your shop, did you reset first? If they didn't, they're skipping steps. So when should you demand a reset before replacement? The bottom line, reset first, replace second. Here's the rule you need to remember. Before replacing any electronic part, reset first. Battery disconnect. Relearn procedures. Drive cycles. If the problem stays after resets, then replace parts, but never replace first. You might be fixing a problem that doesn't exist. GM's bulletin says reset is the first required step, not optional or required. This applies to transmissions, sensors, and more. Think of the old IT rule. Did you try turning it off and on again? That fixes 80% of tech problems. Car resets work the same way. So what does all this mean for you? Let's bring it all together. Here's the truth most people never hear. Modern cars are computers on wheels. And computers need resets, not new parts, but shops make money on parts. So they skip the resets, and you pay thousands for nothing. $4,000 transmissions that just needed relearning. $600 throttle bodies that needed recalibration. $300 sensors that worked perfectly fine. GM's own bulletin says reset first. That's not a suggestion, it's required. But shops ignore it because resets don't pay. Now you know the truth. Reset first. Replace second. Ask your shop one simple question. Did you perform the manufacturer reset procedure? That question alone could save you thousands. Now you know the truth about car resets. They're required, not optional, and they can save you thousands. Remember the golden rule. Reset first, replace second. Before any repair, ask your shop one question. Did you perform the manufacturer reset procedure? That question could save you big money. Drop a comment, which reset surprised you most? And subscribe for more truths shops don't share.